the home button right here. Well, that went away. To go back to home base so I can start this level all over again because I basically just went through the level over again to see what I could get. And I got way more than I expected. I'm going to hit the shopkeeper for a second. Going to Horn Mountain, Go freeze to death. Yeah, I don't care. Sell. Gourmet ring muggle. These I eat and turn to seeds, so I'll worry about those later. I picked up, there was a funky new item here that I never saw before called this juggler. I got it as a reward for completing a level earlier, about 5 minutes ago. What it does is it turns all items on the ground randomly into something else. And what I got was 2 extra pouches right here. These 2 extra pouches that I got. So I only had 4, and then I picked up, and then the 2 unknowns, these worthless items that I picked up just randomly, they're basically hidden in the ground. And if you defeat the enemy, if you jump on the ground, you defeat the enemy, you get the item that they are, which is an unknown. I hit the juggler button. I used this juggler potion to transform 2 of those unknowns into these pouches here. So it was a massive get on my part, because that means I can carry more items. At this stage of the game, being able to carry items is somewhat helpful because it means you can make better potions and you don't have to worry about inventory management so much. I'll do a sorting bit later. These bones will come in handy. These bones really aren't worth anything, but I can use them to make better potions, so I'll worry about that later. Don't think I want to sell anything that I actually have. Because a lot of these items I just picked up by completing stages. So they're pretty easy to replace if I ever wanted to like farm gold or whatever. Now, of course, the question is, what would I want to buy? From this dude, he has seeds, which you can usually pick up by completing levels, so whatever. Grape seeds. This might be helpful if I want to increase my experience, but I have plenty of experience. I'm not worried about that. Hot cross buns, whatever. Cheese. Again, these things don't give off seeds when you're done eating them, so I wouldn't recommend buying them. Things like these materials here you can get from completing levels, so why bother? Warmers you can create pretty easily by mixing ingredients. We'll worry about that later. These were the items that I actually obtained with the juggler potion. Transforming 2 randomly obtained unknowns into pouchettes. And these small bags are somewhat helpful, but I'll see how common the bags are. Inventory management is kind of a pain in this game if you don't have a lot of bags. I had 4, that seemed to be enough, but I got 2 more, so I don't lose anything by using them, right? Ice-proof charm. This is going to be pretty helpful in a later stage, but I'll see if I can earn it later. But it's going to make the next level a lot easier if I don't have to worry about getting frozen all the time. So this might be the kind of item that you buy after you farm gold. But I'll leave here and go back to the main area. This is the first book, and I'm playing on the hardest difficulty level, so unfortunately I have to clear out Gwendolyn's book before I can unlock any more characters. If I really want to see what the other characters have going on, I'll choose a lower difficulty level. But I'll go back to this first stage right here, which is the forest. And I'm starting over from scratch, because what I wanted to do was to kind of get comfortable with the game's mechanics, get comfortable with some of the ways in which I can manage my inventory and how often certain items come. So now that I'm more comfortable playing the game again, I'm going to pretty much start over from scratch so I can see what else I can hoard before I go into the later levels. And I'll be able to get rid of a lot of my inventory as I go. This stage is getting started, so I'll just clear off some of these enemies here. I cannot spam this attack button. Phosons I'll worry about later, because I'll need those to grow items. That power bar on the top left corner, shows how much energy I have to complete my attack moves. If I spam this attack button too much, I get weak and dizzy. So I will not do that. These Phosons floating around I'll use for farming items later. Okay, coins. Mulberry seeds are handy. Map. Yeah, well, if you're starting out a level, it's handy, because now you can see the rest of the area map. These blue bees are mini bosses. The purple bee up there is the boss. It's the final boss of this level. But as I go to the other levels, I'll show how these. Whoops! I better deal with these. Okay, let me plant something here. Something that's pretty easy. 5 Phosons. Yeah, that should be pretty easy. And so it'll automatically absorb these Phosons. It's only 4 items. Holy crap. Hope I have enough. If I don't, I'll make it work. So I got a rose mile down here. Here we go. So now I'll grab that mulberry. I should not leave these on the bush because they become overripe. Getting another Fozon. Okay, so I get 8. So let me see what I can do with this. It releases 12. That's fine. So I'll plant a muggle seed. And while I'm at it, I will plant a rose mile, which will give off Fozons, which these plants will then consume to grow. And while that's happening, I have to keep my ears open because there might be hidden enemies here called Mandragoras. There we go. There's a squeak. Unfortunately, if you're a deaf gamer, I apologize, there is no way to reveal these characters. There's no way to reveal what these items are unless you can hear them on the soundtrack. So, yeah. Annoying, I understand. Maybe the remaster has something that will be useful there. Okay, so I got a Muggle, I got a Mulberry, I have 3 of these floating around, so at the R button, zap them up. If I grab the Fozons, I get experience points. And if there are plants lying around, they'll grab them. And next time I run through a level, I'll use the Juggler Potion. Let me wander around the track one more time for some Mandragoras. Whoop. That's a squeak. There we go. It's another unknown. I'll just grab that for now. So the next time I run through a level, I'll just reveal all the Mandragoras and then use a Juggler Potion to transform them into something more useful. Because these unknowns aren't worth very much. They're pretty much just for potions. Oh, there's one. Squeak. Now that's useful. In fact, let me mention why these are useful. Start here. Text reveals an alchemy recipe that I picked up in a previous playthrough 3 years ago. Alchemy recipes are listed here. Unknowns are useful for building these antidotes because I get poisoned a lot, I've noticed. I'm probably going to need a couple of these unknowns to make antidotes. This napalm is apparently supposed to be interesting. I only use it for bosses. So it might be something you might want to farm later. These painkillers are interesting because they reduce your damage, again, useful against bosses. Carroteers was the orange item I picked up a few seconds ago. And Cubs Banes are in another level, so you're not really going to be able to make them here. But the Carroteers are pretty prevalent here in this area. I can do the alchemy potion mixes pretty easily. They start at level 0, and I can make a level 2 pretty quickly, and I'll do that later on. Warm. These are useful in the next level, in the ice level, where you start losing energy or HP simply by being out in the cold. So you're going to need a lot of those in the next level. I've never seen a troll molar. I think they're in the next level. I'll come back and worry about that later. This is what I should have read through during my last playthrough. Ciphers. That's the weapon I'm carrying. The Fozons are little floating items I sucked up, but the plants use those too. Seeds and cultivation. See? Seeds absorb Fozons to produce fruit when planted. The number of Fozons required to ripen fruit varies, blah, 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 blah. Fruit will turn overripe when left on the branches for too long, as I mentioned earlier. So I usually only grow stuff after the enemies have been defeated and the Fozons have been released. So I don't have to worry about picking up items that are sitting on branches. These are the things that squeak when you run across them on the ground. Squeak when stepped on, jump on the spot where you heard the squeak, and it'll come out of the ground and start running to see if it wants to capture it. Again, if you're deaf or you're not listening to the soundtrack, you won't be able to hear it. This recording is done with me using an iPhone microphone, basically, an internal microphone. So you probably won't be able to hear it. But this game is being recorded on a DVD recorder, so I will separate a section of the video so you can hear how it sounds, simply to document how the game works. But again, this is the sort of thing that if you're hard of hearing or if you're not listening to the game's audio, you won't be able to hear that stuff. And it's going to be, unfortunately, this is one of those games where it helps to be able to find these items. because it's easier for you to farm items that you need if you can pick up these ingredients which are lying around on the ground, but you can't see them. Eating food heals injuries, blah blah blah. We feed their bodies. I don't cook food at this point in the game. Later on, I might be able to cook something. Spotting butterflies. I saw these once during my previous research stream. They appeared randomly. I don't know if they grow plants, but I can absorb their phosons with the R button thing that I did. The vacuum, basically, I call it. The phoson vacuum move. Art of War. This was the power button I was mentioning earlier. The power meter on the top left corner of the screen, which I'll review as soon as I'm done reading through this. Yeah, again, the game discourages spamming on the attack button, so there is a minor strategic element in that sense. But I will not lie when I say that it's kind of annoying when I have to deal with that. But it's a way to keep people from sort of spamming the game to death. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, economy. Yeah. Okay, alchemy. In Arion, alchemy methods been passed down, blah, 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 dissolving, blah, blah. Mixes, you already mentioned them, mixes and materials. Part 2. Yeah, I think that might be an issue where this is going to be mentioned later on, is that eventually when you can level up your materials to one level up from 0 to 9, and then once you get to level 10, the multipliers reset back to 0, but you might be getting more photons when you do that, so I'll worry about that later. Infecting the book of blah blah blah. Yeah, it's a plant that grows sheep. Which matters because when you kill the sheep, you get lamb chops, and they give you a lot of health. And then when you eat those, you get the bones. You can use the bones. You can use the bones to level up your potions. I'll show that later. In battle, there's always one life in danger. Okay, assuming that. Well, I don't know if that's good. I'll see if that's an important issue later. That seems like a really sort of minor thing, but I guess for higher level players, it's a big deal. For getting certain items. Yes, when you kill sheep, you get phosons. I'll mention that later. This is kitchen menus? Yeah, I'll be doing out. Yeah, that's for the cooking. I haven't done any of the cooking yet, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Home. This is how I started the level at that castle or whatever when I started the recording. So if I wanted to start all over again, I could do that. I get to keep all my current items. This is basically how I farm, by restarting every level from scratch with all the items that I have, and then using those items to get to other levels. Let's see. I'm gonna make one more run for the hidden items. Didn't hear any more squeaks. Okay. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to do this at least once through every stage, so there's going to be a lull in my recording as I listen for the mandragoras or whatever they're called. Here come the enemies. Oh. Killer teddy bears. Way to go, Kamitani. Got 3 of those. I think I wiped them out. Yep. Let's grab the bears. This Rishi bears. Let's see. I can't drop these. That would be nice. That would be something I could manipulate for the juggler potion. But I'll worry about that later. Let me get the treasure. Maybe that's the treasure they were yammering about. Coin, seed. Another 0 potion. Okay, so let me plant some. Should already have a seed. Yeah, we'll do a 5 potions. 5 photon thingy. Yeah, we'll do a 5. Okay, so I'll let that grow. I'll listen for the mandragoras in a second. Yeah, I think I'm done. 1 or 2 of these are left, I think. Yep, that's it. Okay, I get experience for that, so it's not a waste. And I get 1 of each. I'll probably just use these to increase my life, so they don't clutter my inventory. There's also a yogurt here that I can make that increases the XP I get from eating these things, but right now I'm not really worried about that. Okay, so now I'm at max, and I'm listening for the Madrigores. There we go. I think they might be under the sunlight beams, which might be helpful for the people who are blind. Or deaf, sorry. For blind, I don't think you're ever going to be able to play this game. I did not hear any squeaks. I mean, I'm surprised. Okay, I'll ignore that. It's just, actually, before I do anything else, let me go to an alchemy potion right here. Let's get rid of these bones for starters. So I'll basically wind up making another antidote, I guess. These antidotes are pretty handy, because I keep getting, there's some elves here with knives that keep poisoning me, and they're annoying as all get out. Where's that dumb potion? There it is, level 0. So let's make something. I can make antidote right away, but I'm going to take this to level 2 to make a painkiller. And I'll show why that's important later, because I got these bones, right? Ah, crap, it's a level... But I can make... Let me go back to my alchemy. I'm going to screw this up, I know it. Let me check out my alchemy. Zeros for poison. Zeros for antidotes. I'm probably going to need... I already have 3 of those. But they're more valuable. I can sell those. Ooh, but that's level 2. I already have one of those as well. That's a level 2 as well. So I kind of screwed myself. So I guess I'm going to have to use... because I can't use the bones. That sucks. Let's see. Oh, by the way, this will make phosons once I create the potion. So I can do that in a second. Oh, my bags are full, so I'm definitely going to have to make something. So this will be my excuse to clear out my inventory a bit. Material. Let's use an onion. Whoops. Well, I got phosons. Okay, 2 of those. And an antidote. What else did I get? Nothing much. Yeah, I screwed that up a bit. I just need to face a bag out so I can use all these items. Which wouldn't be a bad thing. So that's my excuse. I'm gonna need to clear out my inventory a bit because I don't have any more potions. Level 0 potions anymore. And nothing else to plant. I don't want to waste anything by planting it. Okay, so let's go somewhere. Let's fight the mini boss right here. I will get a rose mile, I believe. Let me confirm that. Nope, can't do it now. Okay, fine. So what do I want to do first? Painkiller? I don't think I'll worry about killing the boss later. I don't want to stun the boss with that stupid bone. Yeah, I'll use it on a painkiller. Okay. Now let's get in the air and drop. Whoop. Yeah, see, I have to stay off the ground when he lands. It's gonna be a thing, I know it. Good thing I have the painkiller. Yep, he's got the alien mouth. There's your combo. But he still got me. So much for the painkiller. But my damage is knocked in half. Whoop, I forgot to jump. I'm going to make this work, I know it. Eventually. Well. I was invisible, haha. I'm supposed to get behind it. That's the secret, right? Eventually. Got him. And I got a bunch of foes on, so let's use it. I didn't lose that much energy there. I'm not gonna complain. Muggle seeds. Do something with experience, right? Be able to do some. Okay, yeah, we'll get rid of the seed. And we'll plant something else. Let's plant. There's another enemy here, so I should probably not do this. So I'll wait. The foes still be here, right? No frog. Okay, we'll do a muggle. And a Rosemont will be helpful later. Well, I got more of these. Okay, but the map shows. I heard a Madrigal. The map shows the plants I'm growing. So the height. Whoops, I got too much. I'll use a few of these. I need some energy anyway. Yeah, not full. Full again. This is gonna be a problem. Maybe I'll just plant something that's not gonna give me anything. Yeah, well, mulberry seed. Yeah, I can't grow anything. Probably just end up throwing the grape seed. Ooh. Do I have a mulberry here? Yeah, there we go. Rose mile. So I can grow this. So I'll clear out my inventory a bit. And some more magic ores. I should probably keep these on the ground. I'll make that part of my test. I'll use the juggler potion. Once I unleash whatever it is down here. That's one. Nothing else. Come on, Rosemill. Okay, juggler. Too bad I can't drop those. Unless I hit an enemy with it, I'll try that out later. Can I hit an enemy with a bone and then have it drop to the ground? Ooh, withered apple. Okay, anyway, I'll get to that. See, that's actually looks useful. Can I eat anything? No. Can I make something? I don't think I can make anything. I think I screwed myself. Yoink. Anyway. I'll just get rid of those. Because I think these are more valuable anyway. A lot of experience, though. It should be very handy. I don't really get anything for eating these, though. I don't think there's any other way I can get foes on here, so I think I screwed myself a bit. Yeah, if I had a 0 potion, I could... Yeah, I'm not going to get any foes on for doing this. Yep, I messed that up. Okay, so I lost that. But it's out of my inventory, right? Okay, so I made my point. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time on this disc. Let's figure out, see how much I got left. Probably 30 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes. We'll do 10 minutes of this. Yeah, that was a massive waste. Anywho. Maybe I'll go to the shop and sell some of this crap. And I'll use the money to buy pouches or something, I don't know. Something useful. There they go. Okay. Why don't I buy something? Maybe a famous Valkyrie. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sell. A lot of money for a mulberry. I might as well sell that. 2 for the onion, 6 for the muddle. Well, those are recyclable, basically. That's probably why. Okay, so I'm clearing out my inventory a bit. Carroteers, again, they're randomly. You can find those all over the place. But I'm selling experience if I sell those. Maybe I shouldn't sell them. Should probably sell these onions. Yes, I probably don't want to sell experience. I'll just claim the experience instead of getting rid of it. So I'll just eat them next time. So I'll face some enemy and then I'll end up having to eat them. That'll be my logic. I don't have a lot of room. But what can I buy? Don't need any more pouches, I'm sure about that. No. That might... 5... You gotta be kidding. 5%. I already got one of those. Poison, that's gonna be pretty handy. If there was a boss that did that. Okay. Yeah. It's okay. Enough of this guy. That's a complete and utter waste of time. Is there any Madrigores here? Probably not. Okay, that's the way to the boss. What do I get there? I got a coin and a... Yeah, that's kind of handy. But, let me go back to where I was. Let me go south. So I'll make the 180. Back to this level. Probably notice how the levels warp around in the circle, like in an old Atari game. Defender and all those games. Okay, there's another mini boss here, so what do I want to do with this? Painkiller, maybe? Maybe I won't use the painkiller here. That'll be my excuse to eat all this fruit and get experience. There we go. Hey. There we go. Got behind him. Whoops. Yay! I stunned myself. See, I left myself wide open to that, so... Again, not supposed to spam. See? Don't spam. Double jump. Yes, he's telegraphing. Just not paying attention. But I got plenty of food. So that's fine. Whoop. Whoop. Gotta time this right. I need to pay attention. I'm just screwing around, really. It's hard to turn around with this thing. He must be losing health. He's jumping around so much. Whoops. Got him. So I got a bunch of phosons. Kill the teddy bear. Bear. Is that a Danganronpa bear? Whatever they call it. Dumb thing. Okay. I can plant something. Do I really need... I'll worry about that later. I'll do muggles. My seeds. Did I already use them? No, there it is. There we go. Let me eat stuff. Grump, grump. And what's that? Origin of sheep. How completely worthless is this? And anyway, why do games do this? It's giving me crap I don't need. I should have left it on the ground. I'll zip that up. Okay. Suck it down, suck it down. Okay, overdid it. Anyway, Don't have a lot of space left, so I'll make a big quick run for the Mandragora. Let me get my energy up. Level. I should have eaten those withered what-you-call-it thingies. Yeah, let me eat one of those. There we go. Not a lot of HP, a lot of experience. And, okay, they disappear, okay. So no seeds. That's okay, because I get experience. Okay, so let's listen for the Mandragoras. Oh, heard that. Ooh, what's that? That's the cube. That's the Cub's Bane. Guess they are in this level. I thought they were in the next level. Should have left it on the ground, actually. Whoop, there's another one. Ooh, two of them. Okay. So let me do a quick check. Don't hit the juggler potion. Okay. That's all of them. So let's hit the juggler potion then. There's another one of these in this level. So let's see what I can get. Overripe mulberry. That wasn't worth it. Yep, that's all I got. Let's see what I get. So I get experience. Is that it's the same amount of experience as a regular mulberry, but less HP. That's what's going on. So it really wasn't worth it. But I guess I can use these in a potion, right? Let me save one of these, just in case. Poisonous, I don't think I have any more potions, though. Let me at least make a... Okay, so I'm at full health. Didn't need to do that. Okay. I'm clearing out my inventory, right? Okay, I'm running out of time on this, so let's... Yeah, 5 minutes. It's only enough time for me to head somewhere specific. So I'll run out the recording with us. Let me go back here. No, I think I already... Yeah, I'm not going there. Let me go south, east. So I'll clear this level out and make some use out of this. Clear out some inventory by eating food. And then I'll run out the rest of the recording. Okay, so here we go. I heard something. There. Teddy bear. Down goes Sea Bear. And there are the knives that are going to poison me. Whoop, see? They got me. At any rate. Whoop, not yet. And that... I can hit those knives back at the enemies, but let me see what this treasure chest is. They can also duck. Forgot about that. Coin, seed. Okay, I'm out. But that's okay. I use an antidote. Actually, I have a few swigs of the antidote. You can pick one I've already swug. Is that a word, swug? There we go. Alright, took a sip out of that one. And yeah, I kind of wish I could combine these, but I'm gonna stop complaining about crap. I need a 5. I have a 5 here, right? Mulberry bush. I end up using a rose model too. Okay, onion, overripe mulberry. I'm keeping that for the potion. Here we go. Let's see what the mulberry does to that. you want to go back to 0. I don't know if I need any more antidotes, really. Warmer, don't need that. Rosemile. There it is. So it's a quick jump to level 5, but I don't really want anything on level 5. In fact, I think what matters is level 2. So I'm going to level 2 by consuming something completely worthless, like an onion. Because I don't need any more of those. Well, not that. How else do I get to level... Yeah, like another seed, I guess. I think I want at least 1 carrot here. I want to get to the next level, so... I gotta do this carrot here. I don't have any more jugglers, so... Whatever, dude. That's right, I can use these to make another level 2. Okay, so level 1 potion. Let's see, material. There we go, an onion. Now I can make a level 2. So once I get past level 0, I can start using the onions to make level 2 potions, which I can then use to make something useful. Like... No, mulberries. Napalm. I love smelling napalm in the morning. That might be what I need, because I don't need any more painkillers, right? There you go. Napalm! Okay, do I want to grow anything? Yeah, we'll grow some. Muggles, baronets, muggle seeds, muggles. Muggles and magicians, basically. That's all I get, dude. I officially have too many seeds. I'm going to start using them to make potions. And I don't want to make a wave of explosions yet. Okay, anyway. I made my point. So let's look... There we go. Cypher level up. So I think I didn't have any more of those mulberry trees. That's okay. Oh, squeak. Yeah. There might be 2 of these. Cub's Bane. Okay. Oh. Carrot here. Oh, into the squeak. But that juggler is going to be pretty handy if I were to come to a level like this with 3 or 4 madrigors. Assuming they don't turn to overripe mulberries again.